If your cat is acting normal, that might be the most dangerous signs of all, because the sickest cats I see are the ones whose owners tell me, honestly, doctor, she's been completely normal. Stay with me, because later in this video, I'm going to show you the one tiny behavior that most cat owners miss. And that one detail is often the difference between catching a disease early or discovering it when it's already advanced. And I'm not exaggerating here. I see this every single week in practice. Cats coming in with serious conditions, and the story always starts the same. She's been absolutely fine. When we dig deeper, when we ask the right questions, we realize she wasn't fine. She was just very, very good at hiding it. Let me change something you believe, because this belief is what delays diagnosis in cats more than anything else. Normal behavior means a healthy cat. Well, it sounds logical, but with cats, it's dangerously misleading. Cats don't show illness the way the dogs do. Dogs come to you and they whine, they limp, they look at you differently. Cats withdraw silently, subtly, strategically. And here's the uncomfortable truth. By the time a cat looks obviously unwell, they've been unwell for a while. What you're seeing is not the beginning, it's the result of waiting. In a moment, I will show you how cats maintaining the illusion of being normal, even when their body is struggling. And once you understand this, you will never look at your cat the same way again. If you want to know why the cat's hiding pain, hiding discomfort, watch my other videos about that matter. Let's go back to one of the most common phrases. She is just lazy. My favorite. I hear this constantly, and I understand why. Cats sleep a lot. They rest, they conserve energy. But here's what most owners don't realize. There's a difference between natural rest and reduced activity due to the discomfort. Let me give you a real-life example. I had a cat in recently. Owner said, she's always been chilled, never very active. But when I asked, does she still jump onto the kitchen counter, the answer was, well, not really anymore. Does she climb stairs as often? Well, actually, now when you mention it, less. Does she follow you around the house? Not so much. This is not personality, that's change. And change is the first signal. Cats don't suddenly become lazy, they gradually become less active because movement is becoming harder. And in a moment, I'll show you the exact movement pattern that changes before owners notice anything obvious. And it is one of the earliest clinical red flags we rely on. Now, let's talk about age, because this one is even more dangerous. He's just getting older. Yes, age plays a role, but age doesn't explain everything. In veterinary medicine, we don't accept age as a diagnosis. We ask, what is causing the change? Because behind getting older, there is often something else. For example, arthritis, dental disease, kidney disease, thyroid problems. All of those can start subtly. All of them can look like just aging. But here's the problem. Once you label something as age, you stop investigating it. And when you stop investigating, you stop catching things early. Later, I'm going to show you why one of the most common aging signals is actually one of the clearest indications of chronic pain. Now we go into part that most owners never fully understand. Those are the signals that exist in the gray zone. Not dramatic, not obvious, not urgent, but incredibly important. For example, sitting differently. Posture tells you a story. Healthy cat sits with balance, with symmetry, with ease. When something is wrong, they adjust. You might notice slightly rounded back, limbs tucked tighter than usual, weight shifted subtly. Sometimes it's so small you won't even notice it unless you are looking for it. But that's the point. You are not looking for it. Now let's go deeper into sleep. Owners often say she just sleeps more. But what matters isn't just quantity, it's quality. A healthy cat stretches out fully, enters deep sleep, and is difficult to wake. A cat in discomfort sleeps curled tighter, wakes quicker, changes position often. because the body isn't fully relaxed. Pain, even low level of pain, prevents deep rest. And in a moment, I'll show you how this sleep change often links directly to underlying pain condition, even before diagnosis. Jumping is one of the best indicators in healthy cats, because jumping requires strength, coordination, confidence, absence of pain. When a cat starts avoiding jumps, that's a big signal. But here's what makes it tricky. They don't always stop, they modify. They may use intermediate steps, climb instead of jump, hesitate before jumping, and that hesitation is where everything changes. Grooming is a daily routine in cats. When that routine changes, it means something is interfering. Common subtle signs: coat losing shine, small knots forming, reduced grooming on the back or hips. And why those areas? Because they are harder to reach when movement becomes uncomfortable. And this is often linked to arthritis, spinal discomfort, or systemic illness. And in a moment, I'm going to connect all of those subtle changes into one single behavioral pattern that reveals far more than you think. Now we need to talk about timing, because timing is everything in medicine. Most owners wait for a clear signal, something obvious, something undeniable. And in cats, that moment is often when they stop eating. That's when the panic sets in. That's when the appointment gets booked urgently. But here's the reality. When a cat stops eating, it's rarely early. It's often late stage of disease. That moment isn't just the beginning, it's a consequence. Everything before that was a whisper. And those whispers were missed. And now I'm going to show you that one whisper that means more than all the others. This is the most important takeaway from this entire video, that one sign most owners miss: hesitation before movement. Not limping and not crying, no obvious distress. That tiny pause. Let me describe it clearly. You call your cat. She gets up, but there's a split-second delay. She's about to jump, but she pauses first. She's about to walk, but she adjusts slightly before moving. That movement is everything. Because in that moment, your cat is thinking, will it hurt? Is it worth it? Healthy cats don't do this. They just move. In veterinary terms, that hesitation suggests anticipation of discomfort, reduced confidence in movement, or early pain response. And this is often the first visible signs of arthritis, dental disease, musculoskeletal pain, or internal illness. And it appears long before obvious symptoms, long before appetite changes, long before emergencies. Remember the beginning? The sickest cats look normal. Now you understand why. Because that one clue was never dramatic. It was quiet. It was subtle. It was that tiny hesitation. I'm not saying it to scare you. I'm saying this because awareness changes outcomes. Once you start noticing those things, you gain time. And in medicine, time changes everything. It means early diagnosis, simpler treatment, better outcomes, and sometimes it means saving a life. If this video made you think differently, if it helped you to understand your cat better, please like and subscribe to DrVet. It genuinely helps me to create more content like this, and it helps more pet owners protect their animals. And if you want to learn more, you can click on the video here or there. I'm DrVet, and I'm here to help you to protect your pets. I'll see you next time.